I welcome you all to this evening. First of all, I would thank the organizers of BAPS, of Bahrain Satsangam, and the first counselor for Bahrain, Sri Rajiv ji, and all others who have been instrumental in arranging this. Every time I start talking, it has been a new experience for me, and it would be the same even today. The topic for our discussion is Guru Bhakti and Ekadashi Mahatmyam for today's evening. I was first wondering how to connect these two, because these two are entirely different subjects. Guru Bhakti is about our Guru, our preceptor, and Ekadashi is about a Dharma Acharan. We will have to tread in righteous path prescribed by the Vedas, by the Upanishads, and one of them is Ekadashi Vrat. Now let us try to understand both in tandem to each other. First we will tread on Acharya Bhakti, Guru Bhakti, and then carry on to understanding the greatness, the importance of Ekadashi Vratam in our daily life. As our friend Dr. Prafulla, as he said, Ramanujacharya was a saint who took birth in the year 1017 and who lived up to 1137 in this material world. He has been instrumental in propagating Vishishtadvaita Sampradaya against the Advaita of Shankaracharya and Dvaita of Madhvacharya. Ramanujacharya propagated Vishishtadvaita Sampradaya, which accepts three basic realities in the form of Chit, Achit and Ishvara. Achit Tattvam is all that what you see with your naked eyes. Whatever you see in this material world can be classified as Achit Tattvam, which does not possess any knowledge. As you can see, this watch, it doesn't have any knowledge. This mic, it cannot have any knowledge. My body, that too does not possess any knowledge. So all these things you see with your eyes, they do not have any knowledge. They are termed as Achit Tattva. And the second one is Chit Tattva, which we call as Jivatma, which possesses knowledge and which dwells inside this body. Pancha Bhautika body, this Sharir is made of Prithvi, Ap, Tejas, Vayu, Akasham. Akasham is the space, Prithvi, Mother Earth, Ap, water, Tejas, fire, Prithvi, Ap, Tejas, Vayu, wind, and Akasham, the holy space. So all these five make up this body, and inside this body you find Jivatma, whom you cannot see with your naked eyes. He is full of knowledge. He is full of happiness, eternal bliss always. He is Jivatma, the second Tattva. And Paramatma Shivan Narayana is the controller of these two Tattvas. He controls the Achit Tattva as well as the Chit Tattva. This philosophy is known as Vishishtadvaita philosophy of Swami Ramanujacharya. And Ramanujacharya had a great influence of Swami Narayan also. Swami Narayan has visited Shriperumbudur, the holy birthplace of Swami Ramanuja. Swami Narayan has visited the place where Ramanuja propagated his Vishishtadvaita Sampradaya, Gadhi, Srirangam. The main place is called Srirangam, where Lord Rangalatha can we have darshan on the reclining posture. So there also Swami Narayan has visited many times. In fact, I have gone across all the Gurukuls of Swami Narayan in Gujarat, and whenever I speak to sadhus, they have been mentioning about Siksha Patri. Siksha Patri Praman. Yesterday when I came here for this Aarti, I could hear all of you chanting Siksha Patri Praman. Praman hai the basic source of knowledge. From there is where we draw knowledge, and that Siksha Patri is the spiritual text of Swami Narayan. If you flip through the pages of Siksha Patri, you will find there he guides, he instructs, he suggests his followers to go through Shri Bhashyam, the magnum opus of Swami Ramanuja, and Vedavyasa's Brahma Sutram. Shri Bhashyam is a great commentary on Vedanta culture of Swami Ramanuja. Here, Swaminarayan suggests his disciples, his followers, to go through Sri Bhashyam, and I have seen several sadhu log sannyasis of Swaminarayan cult coming from Gujarat to Melkot to Tirunarayanapuram in Karnataka to learn Sri Bhashyam in the Academy of Sanskrit Research, which is being propagated Vishittadvaita Sampradaya there. So Ramanuja Sampradayam and Swaminarayan Sampradayam have been well knit. They are well connected with each other, and the connecting line between two is the topic for our discussion today. Both in Ramanuja Sampradaya and Swaminarayan Sampradaya, the underlying fact is treat your Guru, Acharya, as you would treat Lord Sriman Narayana. Your Acharya should be treated equal to Narayana, because Vedas say that Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Athithi Devo Bhava. Devo Bhava, treat all the four as Deva, as Bhagavan, Lord God himself. Whom do you treat? Matrudevo Bhava. First of all, treat your mother who gave birth to you, who has taken care of you in all the difficult period, in your sufferings, in your well-wishing, everything your mother has taken part. Matrudevo Bhava. First, treat your mother equal to God. Second, Pitrudevo Bhava. Treat your father equal to God. He has been instrumental in your birth. He has provided you education. He has provided you this well-being. He has provided you with a job, and he takes care of you. He is your well-wisher. Pitrudevo Bhava, Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava. And the third one, Acharya Devo Bhava. Our topic for discussion today is Acharya Devo Bhava. How do we understand the terminology Guru Bhakti? Who is a Guru? Who is an Acharya? What are his duties? What is the greatness we get to know about him? How is he useful to our daily life? On anything and everything, understand we must have some use to it. If you talk about Guru Bhakti, unless it is useful to me, in this material world, no one is going to hear to that. Today we want instant messages from everyone. Those days are gone, where 200, 300 years back, Preceptor used to say, each and every Acharya used to find him as God himself and hear him to whatever he says. They were never bothered about earning. They were never bothered about worldly pleasures. So these things will hold good in those days. How is that we talk about Guru Bhakti in these days? Is it going to hold waters? Is it of any use to me? Even if you talk in a village hamlet of India, let me understand it will have some use. Where is that we are sitting to talk about Guru Bhakti now? Is it in India? Is it back in a small village? No. It's in a new world which is Bahrain, where we have all come. It's a fast life, where we cannot stop even for a moment. How do you talk about Guru Bhakti now? Is it going to gel with this crowd here? That itself is an initial question. But please understand, the rich heritage which India has come across, which it has given to the entire world, when the whole world has been searching for peace. Swami Vivekananda, he's made his lecture in Chicago, the Parliament of Religions. What did he say there was, when the whole world was searching for peace, it was India who taught them what peace is. It was India who made people understand that we have a rich culture, we have a rich heritage from where you can pick up whatever you want. It's a big departmental store where whoever wants, they can pick up from the culture which we have. There may be many other religions in this world. They all preach how you should be a good citizen, how you should be a proper devotee. India also preaches the same, but we have a different method of preaching. Instead of directly going to God, we have a soul in between, and that soul is known as Guru Acharya. Now the doubt which we have to answer, first of all to ourselves is, here is a soul Jivatma who wants to attain salvation from the cycles of this birth. Again and again we take birth, again and again for all these sufferings. Now someone wants to get rid of all these sufferings and go to the lotus feet of Narayana, be in his heavenly abode with all his concerts, with all his devotees, where there are no sufferings. Here also we are happy. Sukha or Dukkha, both are being experienced in this world. Whereas in that world, only Sukha is being experienced. Never Dukkha would be experienced. There is no admixture of Sukham and Dukkham, of happiness and sorrow. It's eternal happiness only. Now someone who has understood that there would be eternal happiness in Paramadha, would certainly like to go there. The next thing, he starts searching for the ways and means available to get emancipated from here, to get salvated from here and get to his lotus feet. Now what we would think is, here is a goal, here is a soul who wants to reach salvation. And who is to give it? It is Sriman Narayana only. Moksha Pradatvam rests with Sriman Narayana. He has to give you the goal, your objective. You are here waiting to reach that goal, your objective. And who is another person by name Guru in between? Why should he come at all? I have my father, I have my Lord, I have everything in Lord Narayana. Let me go straight directly to him, stand before him, beg or do whatever you want. I get my moksham from him. Why do I recognize a Guru at all? What is the role he has in what we are today? What is the role a Guru plays in making us reaching Paramabodham? That is the important concept of Guru Bhakti. If you understand what he does to us, then automatically Guru Bhakti will start outpouring from yourself. I need not keep explaining you. I need not guide you that have Guru Bhakti. You must have Guru Bhakti. Kindly have Guru Bhakti. All these statements I need not make. If we understand what is the role played by Guru and Acharya in our daily life. Now you take this Pranavam. You are all aware of Om. Om is Pranavam. Now in this Pranavam, you can divide the syllables in Om. It's easier for me to explain here because you all know Hindi. Om, if you divide the syllables, एक अक्षर को विभाजन व्यास करने से क्या मिलेगा? Om, A, U, Ma. You get 3 syllables. A, U, Ma. You add A plus U, it becomes O. You add Ma to it, it becomes Om. A, U, Ma. A added with U becomes O. O added with M becomes Om. Om is Pranavakara mantram. Now in this Om, what do the 3 syllables stand for? Akaram stands for someone. Ma, the syllable stands for someone. U, the middle syllable stands for someone. Now unless you understand Om, you cannot understand who Guru is. Akarartho Vishnuhu. A stands for Paramatma, the supreme controller of this world, Sriman Narayana. A stands for Vasudeva, Govinda, Keshava, Krishna, Rama, all the incarnations of Paramatma Narayana. Akarartho Vishnuhu. A is Paramatma. The 3 reals which I have told you, please remember. Achit, Chit, Ishvara. Achit, what we see with our naked eyes. Chit is the Jivatma. A Paramatma. So that Paramatma, the supreme controller, is denoted by the single syllable A. A stands for Paramatma. Then Ma, the 3rd syllable stands for Jivatma. Makarartho Jivaha. All the souls, our Jivatmas, are denoted by the 3rd syllable Ma. Akarartho Vishnuhu, Makarartho Jivaha. Now Paramatma or Jivatma are held in equal platform now. You must understand what is the relationship between A and Ma. There has to be a relationship. Suppose I say, I am the son of a father. Then my relationship with my father is father and son. I say, I am the husband of my wife. Then the relationship is husband and wife. I say, I am the Shishya of someone. Then the relationship is Acharya Shishya Bhavam. Like this, you must have some relationship with whoever you talk about. Now, Akarartho Vishnuhu, Paramatma. Makarartho Jivaha, Jivatma, the soul. What is the relationship between the soul and the Paramatma? Now, that is denoted by U. And a 4th syllable which you have to introduce here, Aya. The Jivatma is related to Paramatma in many, many forms. What are all the forms? To my wife, I can only be a husband. Can I be a father to my wife? I cannot. To my father, I can only be a son. Can I be a husband to my father? I cannot. To my mother, I can only be a son. I cannot be my mother's father. So in this world, we can only have one relationship with any person. Whereas, between the soul and Paramatma, there are 9 inseparable relationships. It's not 1 or 2. We have got 9 relationships with Paramatma, which can never be severed, which can never be separated. And those relationships are Pita Putra Bhavam. He is our Pita, we are his son. He is our father, we are his son. Then, Bharya Bhartru Bharya Bhavam. Bharya, wife, Bharta, husband. He is our husband and we are all his wives. Bhartrbhavya bhavam. Then comes Dharya Dharaka bhavam. He is the bearer. He is bearing this entire universe and we are being born by him. The born and the bearer relationship exists between Paramatma and Jivatma. Dharya Dharaka bhavam. Rakshya Rakshaka bhavam. Rakshaka is the protector. Rakshya is the protected. We are all protected by Paramatma. Paramatma protects us. Sharira Shariri bhavam. We are all the body of Paramatma. He is the soul to all of us. And there goes on this relationship. Pita Putra bhava, Raksha Rakshaka bhava, Dharya Dharaka bhava, Bhartru Bharya bhava. There are so many relationships which we enjoy with our parents, Sriman Narayana and Lakshmi Sridevi Tayar. Now with these relationships, all are shown by U, A, Aya, U, Ma. Akarartho Vishnu, Paramatma. The syllable stands for Paramatma Narayana. Makarartho Jivaha. Ma stands for Jivatma. All the relationships in between are shown. Now the question will arise, when I am talking about all these relationships, now you are hearing to all these relationships, you might have heard this from someone else also. This might be the first time for someone who hears to all these relationships. Now tell me for a moment, if at all there was only Paramatma and only a soul available, how is that you are going to understand the relationship between Paramatma and Jivatma? Now I am talking to you, you are hearing. I have been told about all these relationships from someone else. And he has been told about all these relationships by someone else. And it goes on and on and on. And that soul which preaches the relationship between Paramatma and Jivatma, making us understand that you are eternally related to Paramatma, is called the Guru. And who is this Guru? Acharya. Unless an Acharya is found in our way, unless he comes in our path, we would have never understood the relationship between Paramatma and Jivatma. Because the sole problem is, we never see him with our naked eyes. If you see something, then you will understand what it is. I am able to see this silken cloth. I know it's a blue piece of cloth. I am able to see all these paper flowers. I'll be able to understand. Like this, if I am able to see Lord Sriman Narayana, I don't need a guru or a preceptor to understand who he is. But at the same time, if I am not able to see something, then what do I rely upon to understand who it is? If I have to understand the qualities of Paramatma, my master, and I must understand that I am the servant of that master, I must have someone in whom I must have faith that he will not misguide me. Now you take this instance. There are so many well-wishers whom we have. If you have come across any suffering, you are in a fix, you are in a crossroad as to how to take a decision in your life, whom do we go to? Immediately you must slow down first. Whenever you have a crossroad, never take any hasty decisions. First of all, slow down. Go to a well-wisher on whom you can repose faith upon. Go to him, talk to him for hours together, and he is a person, he is a third party now. Any day when you are amidst the suffering, you cannot take a proper decision. Go to someone who is away from the suffering, who has got no sukha or dukkha towards the suffering, who has got no connection to the suffering. Go to him and request him to guide us. Now he analyzes the situation. He is not in any tension as you are now. He is not going to panic about the situation. He would take a decision that this is going to be right for this person, to take a decision in his life, to take a forward positive step in his life. This is what the third person is going to advise us. Now, can you take the advice of anyone? You will not. You must first of all know him at least for 2 decades. This is the first criteria which you will have. Is this person known to me for long? Second one, if I am going to earn something, I have to take a decision for my betterment. Is this person not jealous of my betterment? If he is going to be jealous of me, certainly he is going to misguide me. So I cannot have any faith in him. He must be knowledgeable. I must have faith in him. He must be known to me for quite a long time. If all these qualities are there in the third person, I go to him to get his guidance. The same things are applicable in this also. If I have to know the relationship which I have with Paramatma, and I go to a third party, what is the first quality? At least he must know who Paramatma is. If not, what is the point in me going to him? He must know who Paramatma is. He must exactly understand the attributes of Paramatma. criteria number 1. Second one is, he must have some mercy towards me, because already I am suffering without able to know about Paramatma. If this person also is going to ask me, have you done your MBBS? Have you done your doctorate? Have you done your Shastra? Have you learnt all the Vedas so that I preach you Paramatma? I have not. If I have done all those things, why should I come to him? I have come to him just because I don't have any of those fulfilling conditions with me. So I have gone to him. Acharya is a person who must possess knowledge in himself first. Second, he must have mercy towards me. If these two qualities are fulfilled, then he is a preceptor to me. What is his duty now? I'll quote a small verse from Tamil. Ambon arangarkum, avikum, antaranga sambandham kaatti, thadai neekki, umbar divamennum vaalvukku சேர்ந்த நெறிகாட்டும் அவனன்னோ ஆச்சாரியன். I'll give you the meaning in English now. Ampan arangan, Paramatma, Avi, Jivatma, Antaranga Sambandham Kaatti. The inseparable relationship between Paramatma and Jivatma. The first job, the duty of Acharya is, he makes us understand the relationship which we enjoy between the Jivatma and Paramatma. And the next, he has got one more added duty. If he is going to show me, here is Paramatma, you can take care of yourself now. It's of no use to me. Because even if I understand who Paramatma is, I do not know the way to reach him. If he is going to make me understand about my Lord, keep quiet, then I have no other ways or means to find out how to reach him. So his second duty would be to show me the way to reach him also. Make me first understand who he is, how is he related to me. Secondly, make me understand the ways and means to reach him, whether it is through Karma Yoga, or Jnana Yoga, or Bhakti Yoga, or Sharanagati Yoga, whichever way be the means, he has to teach me the mean also. This is the second duty. And the third duty which a Guru has is very, very important. And that duty is, now please analyze for yourself. We know we have to reach salvation at some time or other, because there we can enjoy eternal bliss. And what is that it is stopping us from reaching that heavenly abode? Any one of us can reach any moment we want. Then why is that we have all not reached? We again and again take births. Think for a moment, what is stopping us? What is the hindrance? What are all the obstacles which we have in reaching Paramatma? The third important duty is, Acharya Guru clears all those obstacles in your way. First, he makes you understand about Paramatma. Second, shows you the way to reach Paramatma. Third, clears the obstacles on your way to reach Paramatma. What are those obstacles? Ahankara, Mamakara, Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mada, Matsarya. All these things are the obstacles which we have. Ahankara, Mamakara, which we colloquially call in English as I-ness and minus. It's not going to be a grammatical word, but still let me use it. I-ness, thinking that I am the supreme. Ishwaroham. Ishvara is someone else, but we do not recognize him. We start thinking as though we are the supreme Lord. Ishwaroham, Bhogi, Adyaha, Abhijanavanasmi. There was a very funny example given. There was a monkey. You know about monkeys, they will never think one moment as they thought in the other moment. That monkey, he drank some alcoholic liquors also. It was already a monkey. It also drank some liquor. You have to know the plight of that monkey now. It's already a monkey. It had taken drinks. Third one, it was also bitten by a scorpion. If a scorpion is going to bite you, you start yelling, what would happen to me? So the third one. Lastly, it became lunatic also. So there are four good qualities of this monkey now. It was already a monkey, bitten by a scorpion, taken alcoholic drinks. Fourthly, it became a lunatic, and you cannot control that monkey to ever. Likewise, this Jivatma, he is also a monkey already. Because what I think yesterday, I never think today. What I think today, I never think tomorrow. I do not first of all have an unshakable faith. I go in search of peace. Anyone who is going to give me that, in any whatever manner I have to get it, I go in search of it. So first I am a monkey in my character. And the second one is, there are three important qualities which a man possesses. I took birth in a great kulam. The kula birth which we have, whether you took birth in Brahmana, as a Kshatriya, as a Vaisya, that adds up to your Ahankaram. Because we normally think Brahmana is superior, Kshatriya is the next, Vaishya is the third, Shudra is the last. All these things have been an unwanted propaganda by people for their own benefits. I cannot make any more comment on that. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, all the four castes took birth from Paramatma himself. There are four places in the body of Paramatma. Brahmanosya mukhamasit, bahu rajanya kritaha, uru tadasya yadvaishyah, padhyagum shudro ajayata. Brahmana took birth from the mouth of Sriman Narayana. And the Kshatriya, he took birth from the shoulders of Sriman Narayana. Vaishya, from the thighs of Narayana. Shudra, from the lotus feet of Sriman Narayana. Why did they take all these four births from these four different places? Because the place from where they took birth, that decided the occupation which they are going to be in. Brahmana's prescribed occupation is, he has to chant Vedas, make others chant Vedas. Now chanting Veda is a occupation of mouth, so he took birth from the mouth of Sriman Narayana. Next to Kshatriya, with his bow and arrow, with his shoulder strength, he will have to protect his country. So he took birth from the shoulders of Sriman Narayana. Third, Vaishya has to sit in his place and do Vyapar. Vaishya to kartavya hai Vyapar karna. वो व्यापार कैसे करेगा? He has to sit with his thighs on a place. Sitting is always with thighs. He took birth from the thighs of Sriman Narayana. Lastly, Shudra, he was doing the farming. A farmer has to walk a lot to do his krishi job. So that walking part is the foot. He took birth from the foot of Sriman Narayana. Brahmanosya mukhamasit, bahu rajanya kritaha, uru tadasya yadvaishyah, padhyagam shudro ajayata. Now, having understood all these things, if I make a statement that Shudra is inferior to a Brahmana, then what is that the purport of this statement? I am telling indirectly that the lotus feet of Sriman Narayana is inferior to his mouth. Will any sane person make this statement? Will I tell, my right hand is better to me than my left hand, my feet is very important than my mouth is important, I am not bothered about my feet, I can amputate any day I want. No sane person will make all these statements. Every part of my body is equally important. If mouth is important, so are my shoulders. If shoulders are important, so are my thighs. If thighs, definitely more important are the feet only. Not even your mouth or shoulders. Unless you walk, what is that you can do? Plus, all the devotees, they catch hold of which body, part of the body of Narayana? Not his mouth, not his shoulders, not his thighs. Everyone prostrates at the lotus feet of Narayana only. So if at all I have to make a statement, it will be befitting for me to say that more than Brahmana or Kshatriya or Vaishya, the people who took birth from the lotus feet of Sriman Narayana are much more important than the other three, because that is where all the devotees prostrate before him. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Now, unless we understand this, we make statements that I am a Brahmana, I am a Kshatriya. So the first one which we have is, drink alcoholic liquor. I am already a monkey. Second, I took as a Brahmana. This is liquor to me now. And the third one, what happens is, if at all I am rich, if you are poor, doesn't matter, people are not going to be haughty. If you are rich enough, then you say, I am being blessed by Narayana. So many people are poor wandering in this world. I am not so, because I am rich enough. This is the third problem which you have, as a scorpion has bitten you. And the fourth one is having knowledge. Unless you have knowledge, it's of no use, but knowledge itself can be a very bad quality with you. If you think that I am knowledgeable, so I am superior. If you get that superiority complex because you are knowledgeable, that is also like becoming a lunatic. So you have four problems now. Dhana madam, vidya madam, abhijatya madam, abhirupya madam. I am looking handsome. That is a madam. Madam is the quality, bad quality of an elephant. When elephant gets this madam, you cannot control that elephant. We are all elephants with four madams now. Even one madam cannot be controlled. We have four now, that I am learned, I am looking handsome, I took birth as a Brahmana, I am rich even. With all these four, it becomes very difficult to reach him. So even if I understand Paramatma is a master, even if I understand that the way to reach him is Bhakti Yoga, but the obstacles are difficult to be cleared. And those obstacles are I-ness and minus. The I-ness is Ahankar. I am Ishvara himself. Why do you recognize another Ishvara now? When I am there, when so many people are there, everyone is a king. If you go to a democratic country, they'll make the statement that every citizen is a king. Yes, to an extent we agree to this because we all think we are kings, but understand who is the real king.